What's up, guys? It's me Boxing, and today I'm going to be talking about the recent news we got last week in the heavyweight division, which is that Oleksandr Usyk will be taking on Joe Joyce for the interim WBO Heavyweight World Championship, and this fight will likely be in spring, maybe early summer of 2021. And this fight is still in negotiation, so like I was saying before, I don't really know when this fight's going to be. I don't really know where it's going to be, actually. But I'm guessing it's probably, as I said before, going to be in spring, if not summer, and it will likely be in the UK, probably broadcasted in the United States on DAZN. But Oleksandr Usyk is the former undisputed cruiserweight world champion. These two actually fought in the World Series of Boxing, actually, and Oleksandr Usyk is an Olympic gold medalist, excellent amateur, excellent as a pro, and he actually beat Joe Joyce via unanimous decision in the World Series of Boxing. And if you guys didn't know, he won every single round there. There are only 5 rounders in the World Series of Boxing, so I can't really tell what would happen in the pros, because what if it was a 12-rounder and Usyk won the first 5, but then Joyce came back if Usyk was somewhat tired? And that's the thing, because in Usyk's last few fights at heavyweight, where he took on Chaz Witherspoon and Derek Chisora, some people say he did not impress, as Derek Chisora, a big pressure fighter, roughly around the same weight, if not a little heavier than Joe Joyce, and he was able to rough Usyk up and land some great shots and get roughly a 116-112, if not 117-111 decision, where Usyk did win. But I was actually impressed with Usyk because I was expecting it to be way closer. I thought that Usyk would outbox Chisora still, but I thought Chisora will be able to land some of his big overhand rights in there and rock Usyk. But Usyk showed a good chin, and he showed that he is one of the best boxers in the heavyweight division right now. But Joe Joyce, who's likely Usyk's next opponent, is a former Olympic silver medalist in the super heavyweight division. And in the amateurs, like back in the Olympic days, Usyk was in the heavyweight division, not the super heavyweight. And Joe Joyce did lose to Tony Yoka in the Olympics, and he currently holds a record of 12-0 with 11 knockouts, while Oleksandr Usyk holds a record of 18-0 with 13 knockouts. But this fight's going to be excellent. I'm very excited for it, and I hope that the winner will take on the winner of AJ versus Fury, but I do expect them to probably take on probably Joseph Parker. I would assume so, because it seems like Joshua Fury is probably going to have a rematch, and in that time, it'll probably leave like the winner of Joyce versus Usyk to defend that interim title versus Joseph Parker. If not, Joseph Parker takes on another fighter, and they fight the winner of that. But Joseph Parker, as you can see, is ranked number 3 by the WBO, Joe Joyce ranked number 2, and Oleksandr Usyk obviously ranked number 1. And some fighters around the grounds are Andy Ruiz and Frank Sanchez, and I'm not counting Junior Fa because he just lost recently to Joseph Parker. Actually, today he did, and that leaves Joseph Parker at possibly a number 2 spot after Oleksandr Usyk takes on Joe Joyce, which moves up all of the participants in the WBO rankings. And as you can see, Anthony Joshua is the WBO heavyweight world champion, as well as holding the WBA and the IBF titles. But this fight could definitely go either way. I know that in the World Series of Boxing, Oleksandr Usyk was just outboxing and outclassing Joe Joyce. But in the pros, it's a different game, and Oleksandr Usyk is known for fighting cruiserweights and guys at 200 pounds. But when he fought a real heavyweight in Derek Chisora, he definitely gave him problems. And specifically a guy like Joe Joyce, although Joe Joyce is definitely one of the best prospects in the heavyweight division, he's now more of a contender now because he's 35 years old, coming off a breakthrough win to put him definitely in the top 15 in the heavyweight rankings. And he's very powerful, although slow with not a lot of footwork. He makes up for it with boxing skill and ring IQ, as well as power. Because he did show his ring IQ against Daniel Dubois, as Dubois was able to land some big shots, and Joyce did show he had a great chin with great power as well, but he was able to just jab and keep calm versus Dubois, who was an avid pressure fighter, and he was able to stop him in 10 rounds. And many people actually did not think he would win that fight. I actually predicted Joyce to win by knockout there, and I was right in the exact same round, but many people were dissing him and thinking that he was just going to get knocked out because he was way too slow. But I just thought Joe Joyce would come through with his pedigree and win via stoppage. But Oleksandr Usyk, at cruiserweight, obviously he was undisputed, as I was saying before, and he's beaten some of the best guys there, beating Myris Briady, Samir Gassiev. He also has a win over Marco Huck by knockout, and he has wins over Krzysztof Glowacki as well, and Michael Hunter, actually, and Hunter is recognized as possibly a top 10 heavyweight right now. And Usyk already has a win over a top 10 heavyweight and a top 15 heavyweight, where he did beat Michael Hunter. Although that was in the cruiserweight division, he still was able to comfortably beat him, and he was able to beat Derek Chisora, as I was saying before. While Joe Joyce is coming off that tremendous win versus Daniel Dubois, this matchup should be a great one, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing who will win it and when the fight will happen. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.